FOI! Classify!
The Philippines has been hounded by many controversies relating to access to information. This is despite a clear constitutional guarantee on the people's right to know. Article 3, Section 7 of the 1987 Constitution states that the right of the people to information on matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well as to government research data used as basis for policy development, shall be afforded the citizen, subject to limitations as may be provided by law. The guarantee did not prevent the government from hiding behind the shroud of secrecy and refusing the disclosure of documents and information that are clearly of public concern. This is also despite another provision in the Constitution requiring the government to adopt and implement a policy of full public disclosure. For many years, the Philippines had to deal with, among other things, absence of a uniform, simple, and speedy access procedure, discretion in giving access to information, insufficient basis for sanctions in cases of violation of the right to information, government's poor record-keeping system, bureaucracy's low level of commitment to openness, and the excessive cost of access to certain information. The public deals with these problems in their day-to-day encounter with the government.
Access to information is a crucial ingredient in a more effective participation of citizens in the governance of our nation. This has been true in the experience of Code NGO, in particular with our projects which engage government either through policy advocacy or the monitoring of government projects. In our experience, our inability to access public information in a timely manner has hampered our ability to monitor government projects such as pork barrel projects and also monitor where budgets for agriculture are going.
Kaya kami lumalaban para ipasa ang Freedom of Information Bill. Halimbawa, sa mga karanasan kung saan yung ating gobyerno ay pumapasok sa mga bilateral agreements nang walang kaalam-alam ang mga manggagawa at mamamayan na ano ang nakapaloob dun sa mga usapin. Nalalaman na lang namin merong ang kapalit nito ay cheap labor sa mga manggagawa. Kaya masakit para sa amin. At yung pumapasok sa mga kontrata na may malaking epekto sa mamamayan, yung mamamayan na yon ang nakakarami ay mga workers.
The continuous denial of the people's right to know moved various civil society organizations to form a network that would focus on pushing for the passage of the Freedom of Information Bill. In 2003, the Access to Information Network, also known as ATIN, was formed with members coming from various sectors such as media, civil society organizations, youth.
Yung Access to Information Network ay nabuo around 2003. But individually, the organizations that make up the Access to Information Network have individually been advocating for transparency in government. At isang malaking problema na nakita namin ay yung hindi operational na karapatan ng mamamayan na kumuha ng impormasyon mula sa gobyerno.
The Transparency and Accountability Network, also known as TAN, one of the founding members of the network, saw the significance of the bill in its anti-corruption efforts.
The Right to Information Bill is very significant in the anti-corruption advocacy because it will bring to light or shed light on how government operates. Corruption occurs primarily in the dark recesses and the dark corners where things are hidden from public view. With the right to information, there will be very few spaces that are hidden for public view and therefore less opportunities to engage in corrupt practices.
The legislative advocacy began in the 11th Congress. However, the bill failed to advance significantly in the legislative process in all of the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses. Still, ATIN used to process to build constituency, heighten public awareness, and consult on further improvements to the bill. The Freedom of Information Bill has the following main features. Number 1, it provides a standard and definite procedure in dealing with requests for information. Number 2, it clearly defines a narrow list of exceptions, carefully balancing the public interest in securing the widest availability of information while recognizing the public interest in withholding certain information identified in the bill. Number 3, it secures for citizens concurrent remedies in cases of denial of access to information. Where a denial is illegal, the citizen concerned may also file the appropriate criminal or administrative complaint. Number 4, it provides implementing mechanics for the public disclosure without need of request from anyone of important government transactions. And 5, it introduces numerous mechanisms for the active promotion of openness in government. The 14th Congress can be considered the peak of the legislative advocacy. After failing to have the bill passed in the past Congresses, Atin has finally been able to bring it a few steps away from reality. With the help of Congressman Erin Tañada, Congressman Joel Villanueva, and other consistent freedom of information champions in Congress, the bill was passed by the lower house on third reading in 2008, shortly after the opening of the 14th Congress. While the bill moved fast in the lower house, it was stalled in the Senate Committee on Public Information and Mass Media. Although its first committee chair repeatedly promised to shepherd the bill, no committee